Please be advised that this video is for the sole purpose of entertainment. Any views are purely my own, are subjective and may not necessarily be true. I do, however, do extensive research for all of my videos. All photos have been found on the public domain. I am using them under the fair use and fair dealing guidelines. I urge everybody to do their own research. Well, hello, it's Murky Meg here. It's Wednesday the 23rd of October, and I don't know about you, but I feel like I'm watching a terrible soap opera right now. A source in the royal household has suggested that William has been forced to sit at home and watch Sunday night's documentary along with the rest of the nation. They weren't pre-warned at all. Buckingham Palace have not said a word, but sources are talking. But within hours of the documentary being aired, it's been reported that William was concerned enough to permit aides to speak of his worries about Harry and Meghan's welfare. According to Kensington Palace sources, William had expressed the hope that Harry and Meghan are all right. This is highly unusual for any official to voice such a personal view on a private family matter. But it's been noted that the Sussex Problem, as Harry and Meghan are referred to within the royal circles, has dominated the family discussions in the past few days. And there's very little doubt that the views shared on behalf of William are also shared with most of the royal family. While they all sympathise with Harry and Meghan adjusting to royal life under media spotlight, as far as the royal family is concerned, that sympathy is diminishing. Are they losing their patience because it seems that they have gone rogue and aren't taking any advice? And now CNN are saying that anti-Harry and Meghan hysteria is driven by tabloid media and palace leaks, a source has claims. This is strikingly similar to the fallout of Prince Charles and Diana after the Panorama interview. All hell broke loose then, and they bickered with the papers, with each other, and it was all out fighting in the media. They used the tabloids to take swipes at each other. This is looking extremely similar. And then we have an article that's come out and said that Prince Harry is thought to be stronger than ever, following claims that he is in a fragile place. Harry's friends have confirmed that they also said that they believe that the couple are single-handedly modernising the monarchy. Whoopee! So we've got two sides fighting. Where's the truth in all of this? Because two polar opposite stories are competing. And quite frankly, it's spinning out of control. First of all, they're not modernising the monarchy, in my opinion. They are single-handedly destroying it. The cries for a republic are getting stronger. If they think that they can change the royal family, which has been the backbone of the British people for over 1,000 years, or that we will allow it, then they are sadly mistaken. He certainly looked in a very fragile place in the documentary. What I saw was somebody who was failing to cope with whatever situation he has put himself in. A very interesting blind was put up on Blind Gossip. I've popped the link in the description. I'm just going to read you a little extract from it. It says, "She was quite cunning. She talked to him about his mother at the time. She used the pain he felt about losing his mother to make him rely on her and to turn him against everyone else in his family. She told him that he's actually a wounded little boy and that his family was wrong for making him act stoically. She also told him that he should never forget how terribly his family treated his mother. She encouraged him to talk about his feeling and told him the more he lets his sadness and anger out, both privately and publicly, the sooner his pain will be healed. He cried with her and she comforted him like a mother would. She told him once he was able to choose for himself and act independently from his family, they would fulfill his mother's legacy together. And that, my dear friends, is a terrible use of power over somebody." My own personal opinion is that I think there's been far too much leniency from the royal family towards Harry and Meghan. The majority of the general public do not like this new Harry, I'm afraid. I'd like to raise the point about this so-called friends talking to CNN. Why is it okay for them to talk to CNN, the tabloids, the news, but not for anybody else? And they get slapped with a lawsuit. But it's okay for these friends. I completely forgot, didn't I? It's because it's painting them in a positive light. Silly, silly me. Has Meghan worn Harry down and convinced him that all the world world is against them and their love is in danger and they must wage a public battle to save it, she's conditioned him to think everybody else is wrong and they're the only ones who are right. And the child that Harry is has bought it hook, line and sinker. It's really quite worrying that they say that everything is rosy, he's stronger than ever. That's not what I saw in the documentary. Again, they say one thing and they do something else, or it's perceived to be done in a different way. It just doesn't add up, does it? You can't be as stronger than ever and then play the victim in the documentary within the space of 24 hours. It doesn't make sense. I think with looking at comments and Twitter and social media, the general public are getting pretty much fed up with these whining too. As far as we're concerned, they are without any doubt amongst the most privileged, richest and elitist people on this planet. Wealth, luxury, etc. They have it. They've got everything beyond their wildest dreams. Yet we are supposed to fall for the woe is me choreographed play. While I understand mental health issues can happen to anybody, rich or poor, I'm not knocking that fact. If he has true mental health issues, he needs to step away. But what he's doing at the moment is he is doing things and saying things that are actually quite offensive to the ordinary person on the street. If you really don't like being a member of the royal family, then step down. You won't be the first in history to do so. It's also incredibly insulting for Meghan to admit her friends told her not to marry. It's a direct dig that he is to blame for everything. That's putting more pressure on Harry's shoulders. If she's saying that to us, she's also saying that to him, and he's probably thinking, damn, I've brought this all on both of us. It's all my fault, and adding to the yet more traumatized mind. It feels like a bit of a vengeful comment designed to put him down even further than he's already in a bad state mentally, and to garner more sympathy and adoration for her for marrying him. I think it's about time we had some decent investigative reporting instead of the shared, regurgitated press releases. How old is Meghan really? How many times has she actually been married? How many religions has she converted to because of marriage? What is the truth about Archie's birth? What is the truth about her background and her family? Was her mum absent? She's had quite a few many jobs that haven't really rung true. I'd like to know the truth about that. Believe me, I've tried. I've come up against wall, against wall, against wall. It's radio silence. She is elusive. Why has she been allowed to behave as she has since her engagement to Harry? Why are the royal family allowing this to happen? It's having a massive negative effect on their reputation, yet they are doing bugger all. And I've been told that during the Well Child Awards, that Meghan spoke to somebody who attended the ceremony about her green recycled dress. That's just reworn for you and I, not recycled. And this person complimented her on her dress, to which Meghan replied, "Oh well, yes, I've worn it before, so the press will have something to say about that." The contempt this woman has for the press is palpable. And Harry too. I'm going to finish today's video on something that I find quite eyebrow raising. Can you remember in the documentary where she said, "Well, thank you for asking. Not many people ask if I'm okay." Well, Miss Plagiariser strikes again. Not only did Diana in the infamous Martin Bashir video say something extremely similar, but there's also an Australian non-profit suicide prevention organisation founded in 2019, and their slogan is, "Are you okay?" That's all from me for this video. What do you guys think of the issues I've raised in this video? Is it now War of the Windsors versus the Sussex? What about CNN saying that Harry is as strong as ever? Is it contradictory of his documentary and the festering wound? And will the royal family send them packing? Is it finally time? Or do you think they're just going to put up and shut up? As always, let me know. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, hit subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Thank you to everybody that has donated to this channel. It is very much appreciated, and it enables me to continue to bring you good content regularly. Thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you very soon.